me back, and the guy is still there like an hour later, waiting for you to res. That dude needs a fucking life. The other problems I had were the guys that who would invade the areas, which is fine, you invade a fucking area, but then they would cheat. They would exploit a cheat so they couldn't get hit. They would go to like the roof of the building. WoW had plenty of those little spaces where you can go to like the top of a building, you could fall from a place and land on this thing and no one could attack you and you're just sitting there sniping people. Plenty of times have I seen it.
Yep, Roofs and Duskwood, that's exactly it. Exactly.
Plenty of time, and those people aren't PvPing. There's no way.
If you're crafty enough to do that, then I applaud you.
Shaky's response is like, look, if you can...
Shaky's a goddamn devil, that's all that comes down.
If you can rob a bank, kill 5 SWAT members, and disappear like the fucking Batman, then well played.
I mean, you're not going to be up there all the time. Someone's going to stop you, and if they can't, then they don't deserve to stop you. They can just go somewhere else and run from your sniper's fury or something. I don't know.
God.
Anyway. That's why Mona's not invited to the group. See, me and Bordeaux, we had enough of this shit, and we decided to start rolling on PvE servers.
Oh god! All right.
You other crazy motherfuckers.
Khan, I guess you and I are just gonna skip out on this one.
It's prison.
Well, I mean, for me, PvP's. I don't know. I don't like PvP servers because I don't like getting ganked when I'm trying to level. To me, if somebody like rolls on a PvP server because their friends are on there and they're getting ganked every 10 minutes when they first start playing a game, they're probably not going to want to play the game anymore. They're going to be like, screw this, I'm going home. I'm going to go play something that I actually want to play, like Mario.
Well, then they're pussies. Well, just saying. But if you're gonna play with people like that, don't play on a PvP server. I mean, that's the thing.
I agree.
You're talking about like getting ganked all the time. If you're at a level where you've come so far that the prospect of re-rolling is just like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose all this progress. How'd you get that far dealing with this to begin with? You're gonna find out pretty quick if getting ganked is a problem for you. If you get to level 10 and you've already had a hard time, play PvE. If you're level 80 and you're still complaining about getting ganked, why'd you keep playing that whole time? You should have gone to a PvE server a long time ago. You've gotten past the point of no return at that point. Like, now you've got something to lose. Change your server type before you get there. That's what
like I said, I personally don't like playing on those servers, but at the same time, I don't think there should be any restrictions on them, because if you put restrictions on it, you're putting like arbitrary rules in place that tells the community how to behave. And while that sounds good, I personally think that a community taking care of itself is even better.
Yeah.
So somebody goes
and is more of a sandbox.
Yeah.
You don't want that, play on the other server. That's why they offer those options.
So I go and I play on a PvP server, and I'm a smart ass to somebody, and I get ganked for an hour. I go tell my friends that I came to play on that server. They tell their friends, and they hunt down that person and their party and their guild for a while, and a little bit of
children.
Yeah.
It breeds
and it creates competition, and there's rules, unspoken community rules that get put in place. Yeah, and I've seen this in a lot of PvP servers.
You are an asshole, and people are going to punish you for that. And if they can't, then apparently you're just that damn good, and you go ahead and keep doing it.
What I haven't seen in a MMO so far that I would actually really love to see for the people who actually like it is like different types of PvP servers. Not just like RP PvP, but like you have your free-for-all PvP, where faction doesn't count. It really doesn't, unless you're in your city. You can kill whoever you want. Then you have your normal PvP servers and your RP servers. I mean, I think that would be one way of separating those people out that like that environment from playing with the people who don't.
I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't think you guys were gonna jump on this topic, but it's like throwing a calf in a tank of piranhas. Everyone is just like, ah, and whatever. It's fine. I'm not even gonna get into this because
you're just like, God, I have a bunch of murderers in my guild, and we're on a PvE server. They've just got all this pent-up rage they haven't been able to let out on anybody.
Oh God. All right.
There's a reason I stalk the wastes of Tatooine every night.
By the way, he actually does stalk the waste of Tatooine at night. He puts on his Sand People outfit and just walks around. Slow RP walks.
I want to push people into a Sarlacc pit.
Oh god.
That reminds me. There's a couple of places in SOTOR where I wish I was on a PvP server. The daily where you go down to get, like, you build the Wraith box.
Mm-hmm.
That elevator, I would stealth and force push people off of that elevator all the time. I would log my character out right there. I would just be there all the time doing that daily, and I would murder people in the elevator.
Oh god. Alright.
I would. As soon as I saw that, I was like, damn it, why are we on a PvE server?
This
opportunity.
This right here is the best reason that this rolls right into the next point or next topic, like, beautifully. Age-restricted servers. As an adult and paying customer, do you enjoy gaming alongside children and adolescents? Should you, as a paying customer, be allowed the choice to game separately from our younger counterparts? I guess I'll get in first on this one. I hate children. I absolutely despise the little disease-infested bastards. There's nothing like this. A wise man says that you can learn from anybody. A wiser man says, tell Timmy to get that damn broom over there, take the dog out, and get the trash up, and stop fucking looking at me. I'm of the old school of children should be seen and not heard. And if you've ever been on Xbox Live, you just want to cut their little fucking tongues out, alright?
They shouldn't be heard now.
I hate children. Now, you can tell when there's a child. You can absolutely tell when there's a child playing, because their concept of normalcy and reality is so fucking far removed from the real world that the shit that they say, for instance, who's that stupid ass boy that we had in the guild that we got rid of? Charizard, that dumb motherfucker. We had a conversation where I told him that he showed me the soul of humanity, and this stupid motherfucker's response was, well, at least when I look in the mirror I see something beautiful because I'm the real and you're the fake. His words, verbatim. And I'm thinking to myself,
he also made a guild where all adults here, but he spelled it wrong.
Oh god! Oh god, he's 18, so I'm thinking, okay, he's legal, he's an adult. He's just a dumbass 18-year-old, and it makes me fearful that there are more people like him in the world. So I hate children, and if they told me that there was a way they could verify that you were over 22 when you played on the server, I'd jump on that shit in a heartbeat. I'd pay double to play on a server like that. And with that, I'm going to let Khan get it.
You know, age-restricted servers to me kind of sounds like a double-edged sword. Like if you go to a server that's, you know, adult only, that kind of sends a message that it's okay to engage in adult-related activities online. And I'm not okay with that. But if it means not having to play with 13-year-olds in my raids or my parties, acting like dumbasses, you know, that it sounds good. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of torn on it, to be honest.
Well, Gravity makes a good point. He says that age does not define maturity. This is true.
This is very true. In my line of work, I talk to a lot of people, and some of the adults are the people that make me want to stab myself in the face about 80 times a day.
True. But I will say this. I have met many immature adults. Many immature adults. I have never met a child that was a mature child. I've never met a child who behaved on an adult level. I've never met a 13-year-old who I could have swore to God was 27. Never fucking happened, never will happen. But I've met a 27-year-old who maybe thought he was 12. This is true. This is true. Alright, so, Stole, your opinion?
Oh, you know, they're right that age doesn't define maturity, because you can find a retarded 22-year-old the same as a retarded 17, 16-year-old, right? However, even a mature, younger person, a mature someone who's 13, a mature someone who's 16, still isn't a mature adult. It's a whole different level. Like, oh, you're mature for your age, you don't go out to the club every night. Fair enough. when someone's like 35, them not going to the club every night is probably like a normal thing. No one even bats an eye. And so it's almost up there with that whole sexist argument that, you know, girls who play games are good for playing games because they're female, opposed to just being good at playing games.
Whoever said a girl's good at playing games because she's girl?
I've never heard that argument before.
I've had it. I've had that. I've heard arguments that for a woman, I'm good at playing games.
Oh,
that Asian woman sure is good at driving.
Exactly. Like,
don't know if I would ever hear that.
okay. When you say it like that, Sto, like for a woman, you're good.
Yes.
Not you're just good. And they were like, oh, for a girl, okay, you're doing really well.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. You're saying there's the double standard where it's like she's good at a game for a girl.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying, damn, she's good. Probably because she's a girl.
No.
Okay.
No. Actually, I was probably saying the opposite.
It makes us so sexist by laughing at that. It makes us so sexist.
Yes,
Well,
it is.
in an MMO, we all know that girls are always the best healers.
Of course.
But
See,
that-
I kind of
never
resent. I kind of resent that because I enjoy healing. I'm not a healer in StoleTarts, but I'm making a healer. Although it's hard for me to not just stab things because that's fun, Bordeaux.
Yeah, that's true.
I hear you. But I enjoy healing. And I don't. Does it make me sexist to resent the fact that I'm doing something that is associated with girls? Like,
well, you should
oh, you're a
resent
healer. That's a girl's
No,
job.
you shouldn't.
Get
at
back
all.
in the
No,
kitchen.
not at all. But you should
Jackie, you
resent.
should not resent that at all.
Not at all. But you should resent the fact that you know you will always be a second-class citizen.
Yeah.
As a healer?
You'll always be a second. You walk in as a healer, like, hey guys, I heal. Yeah, get to the back there, chief, and start moving those fingers. We got some man's work to do up at the front. Like, sorry.
I guess. Yeah. Maybe I'm not gonna heal after all. Screw it.
Oh, and
But
you'll always.
I
be
was
thrifty.
just saying.
Always.
Thank you, a doctor. I'm a doctor.
No, you're a nurse.
Oh god. All right.
Sorry.
Whose turn is it now?
I think I was talking,
Oh.
and then we started calling Shaky a nurse.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just putting it out there. But the point being is that, you know, you look at someone whose age, you say, wow, you're really mature for that age. But you kind of don't want to be surprised about someone being mature, someone not being a total douchebag, you saying something and it just not going over their fucking heads. I don't think age-restricted servers would be the way to go. Because if you look at Terra is technically the whole game supposed to be age-restricted and stop people.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, when you go to their website, they can ask you for your birthday before they let you
See the boobies.
see the boobs, but you still get, you still have your 13-year-olds playing.
This is true. All right. All right. Who's next on the chalk block?
I think it's shaky.
Shaky. Your
Let's
turn.
go to Nurse Shaky.
Nurse Shaky.
Dr. Shaky. Well, you see, I don't think you can ever stop people from playing video games, no matter how old they are, because they're always going to get their parents' credit cards. I don't know what that was. This is Dr. Phil going into, like, Bill Clinton, going into, like, a guy having a stroke. No, I agree. You can't really restrict the age of things because kids are always going to get it. I mean, I can attest to how long I've been looking at the porn. Right?
Yeah. I made a joke today. I was playing Leisure Suit Larry when it first came out. I was like 8.
Yeah.
Some kind
In
of
fact,
freak over
I
there.
remember hearing about those games like in 7th grade. I was in like 7th grade and people were telling me, like, I remember this kid telling me about some computer game which was probably really shitty, but at the time it sounded like the best thing ever. It was like probably a text-based game where you type in like you want to do something and then you watch a little, I don't even know, maybe it was completely text-based. He was like a detective robot or something, and you could like wear a condom for no reason. You just wear a condom, and
But
if you
you
walked
like-
around outside with a condom on, you get arrested. Public indecency or something.
So wait.
And, like,
So
you
walking
just
outside
bang
with
chicks and jump out windows.
walking
I don't
outside
even know
with
what
my
the game was
junk
about.
out, and that's fine.
Junk
Just
out.
No problem. Put a condom on.
Though,
Jail.
that's sick. Yeah, for shame.
Oh
I
god.
don't even know what the hell. He probably made it up. He was from Colombia
Oh god.
or something. But no, I don't think you can really age restrict things. And I agree with a couple of people in the chat that It doesn't denote maturity. You haven't like